Did you get any promises, commitments, if you might say, from DHS?
Uh, They said, Secretary Kelly said he is committed to deporting, focusing, targeting on violent and dangerous offenders.
But is what is happening in Oregon meet
I-
your definition of that?
I expressed to him my concerns on the families and the communities, what's happening in terms of the fear that it's creating, that folks are reluctant to show up for court hearings. You know, what would he say to that? You know, we're certainly concerned about the impact on our economy, given the number of industries. And he said, we're focused on violent and dangerous offenders.
Do you think he has a sense of what it is like on the ground?
I invited him to Oregon to meet with our communities. I'm not sure he'll take up on my invitation, but I don't know. I don't know that he has a sense of what it's really like for these families. I received a letter from well, I've read the stories, right, of immigrant students, parents. There was a great article in the New York Times. This is really distressing. I received a bulk of letters from students in Hood River. The vast bulk of them are DACA students. They were talking about the Oregon Promise Plan, but they are concerned and they are afraid.
What's your sense of how things are going in DC? You were there for the governor's conference. You know, is it kind of like making it up as they go along, the feds there? Or
well, here's what I have to say this, and I don't have a lot of experience in terms of working with presidential administrations, but we were able to get appointments with a handful of cabinet secretaries. They gave us as much time as they had. Secretary Kelly, for example, despite the fact that they were running 20 minutes late, he spent almost a half an hour with me. Secretary Chow did not quite have that much time, but
Chow is which department?
she's transportation.
Mm-hmm.
She actually was very gracious. She was mostly curious about Oregon. She's she's a very experienced official, and she was very curious about the challenges in Oregon in terms of our roads and bridges. I did not meet directly with Secretary Price, and he is HHS, Health and Human Services, but he spoke to the entire National Governors Association about healthcare. He said a number of things. They want to make sure that the states have flexibility to deliver healthcare. He also said no one will lose coverage of healthcare, and I'm going to hold their feet to the fire. We've just added 400,000 Oregonians to the Oregon Health Plan, and we've been able to deliver very cost-effective care and provide better care for these Oregonians, and we want to continue that coverage and not pull the rug out from underneath them.
It sounds like he's giving assurance